Hey y'all. So I'm usually in my bathroom, but it's almost bedtime. I'm in my bed. So we're gonna do the video here. I just had two topics to talk about. One was income tax time, and the other one is something else I wanted to talk about. Now, income tax time is a time where everybody go claim and get money back and all this other stuff, and a lot of people have been upset for years, including myself, as to how you know people just can get all this money back, 7,000, 8,000, $10,000 back, even if you had more than three kids or not. Fine, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it takes a lot of money just to raise one. Like, you have to be making over $60,000 just to really take care of one child in a household where you're really holding it down without any type of assistance or what have you. So that's fine. Um, but when you have those type of people that know how to work the system and don't mind struggling or wanting any better, like, I'm not mad at that, because I don't want to have that type of mindset. I don't want to have that type of mindset where I'm just going to settle and not advance my life any kind of way for $10,000. Like, I've come across $10,000 so fast, so many times. So I think about, like, why am I being upset at somebody because they're getting $10,000 back in income tax? That's no money. Most of them have no type of um money smart, no, they don't know anything about investing in money. They don't know about, some of them don't even know about savings. Some of them, that's the most money that they get, you know so to them it's like, oh, I'm caking, you know what I'm saying, because I'm able to have the latest Jordans. I'm able to buy Hennessy. I'm able to, get the bundles and all this other stuff. Like, their mindset, some of them, I won't say all, because there's some pretty decent people that got something underneath the cap, but most of them, it's just, I mean, you got to think of the mindset of somebody who would just have kids after kids after kids after kids, knowing that they can't take care of them. So that right there stopped me right there. Like, it doesn't take much, and I'm not knocking anybody. I just feel as though, if you can't, not just financially, but if you can't spiritually, if you can't physically, if you can't mentally, be there for each and every one of your child separately, because each child has their own personality. Each child needs their own time. Each child needs their own type of nurturing. And nowadays, it's just like, they just spitting them out there in a house, raising themselves, entertaining themselves, teaching each other, and nothing else going on. So I had to sit back and really, like, weigh the options of, that's the type of life I really want. And I know some of us working people, we get together, and it's not that we hating or whatever, but we're making valid points. But it's like, is that the type of life you really want? Do you really want to be, coming home from work at 8 hours, stressed the hell out, to, like, multiple kids under the age of 10, hungry, need to be washed, need to be fed, homework needs to be done. What I'm saying? This one probably, felt some kind of way today. That one, hasn't a problem. Maybe this one started her period. Maybe, this boy, like, it's just, to me, parenthood, I took it very seriously. I take it very seriously. The amount of activities my son is in, I couldn't imagine having to do it, let alone 4 or 5 or 6 kids. Two. I don't feel like getting up and going to practices, and the money you have to pay. You understand what I'm saying? To register for a lot of these activities. A lot of these towns don't have, free activities anymore, like, boys and girls club and all the other stuff. No, a lot of stuff you have to pay for, and it's great for the kids. My son stays busy, but it's just the fact that the amount of time and money and effort I have to put into one child, I couldn't just see myself just having kids like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not worth it just to be like, I'm work 6 months, because you know what, once I do my income tax, then I'm going welfare or whatever, and then after that I can file taxes and get money back, and it's just being lazy. You understand what I'm saying? So stop being so upset over the fact that these people are getting back all this money that we definitely could use, that we'll definitely put into helping us come out of debt, that we'll definitely put towards paying bills, being an upright citizen, you know what I'm saying, and just whatever. Yes, it's true that would be more helpful, but at the end of the day, let them have that. You know what I'm saying? Because okay, what are you working like maybe in making like in your 30,000 something dollars maybe a year, and then you have like multiple kids and stuff. So you say that okay, you say 30,000 without taking out tax, and then the 10,000 you get back. That's like $40,000. Think about it. It's like nah, it's not worth it. Like I'm not upset because you need that. You need all of that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it can last you past the summertime. But anyway, now on to the next topic at hand. The next topic is I probably should save this for because I want to get in depth with this topic, and I only like making my videos probably like 10 minutes long, even that's too long. But I had a talk with a family member that I'm really close with, and he's male or what have you, and he's in a relationship that's very very damn, I hate when I gotta talk and like watch what I say or whatever, but it's just like I'm just being informational about something. And the relationship, I would say, like anybody would say, would be very toxic. It's dysfunctional. It's not always where it needs to be, as far as like maturity wise, as far as love and stuff like that. People have, now don't get me wrong, just like any other relationship, there's arguments, whatever, there's disagreements, but it's to the point where it's becoming how you say violent or volatile. It's to the point where it's a lot of anger, and it's like hard anger, like so either which way it goes, it's an option that needs to be made. It's a choice that needs to be made, and the choice needs to be made. Either you stay in it or you don't. And I think one of the main problems is that you have to be with someone who's mentally at least on your level, if not above. That's how I feel. I went through my life dealing with people who I knew mentally were a little bit beneath me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to put a lot of effort in. I thought about it like I didn't really have to sacrifice too much. It was more convenient type thing. So, that's because I wasn't looking for nothing serious. You know what I'm saying? If I did feel something or kind of, started to have feelings, it was cool, but it wasn't to the point that that's what I went into it, and that's what I was like lost in the sauce about. And I explained to him, like, listen, you're of a certain age, and the type of woman that you need or that you're looking for is somebody who's a little bit older, somebody who's been more seasoned into having responsibility, being responsible. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you go for that, that's not what you're gonna get. Now, if you are in love and you feel like you can help somebody that's going to be helped, that's going to allow themselves to be helped, that want to be helped, then that's what you need to do. It's no need to stay and just constantly beat yourself up about, this is it. I'm done, this and this and that. And then it's like, okay, things go great. We all been here. Things go great. And it's like, okay, now we're back in love. And then as soon as things go wrong, it go hella, hella wrong. And those same emotions and same feelings is like, you know what? This ain't for me. So I say all of this to say that if you're in a relationship and you know that you're in love with somebody, and like I said, you can work with them, they can work with you, they want to be helped just as much as you want to be helped, they can admit that they have something going on as well, and y'all have that type of love, by all means, like I told him, like, if you love her, help her, let her explain to her, what type of responsibilities you look for in a woman. Let her know, like, babe, when I come home, have the house clean. I should have something to eat, and sometime when I come home from work, I want my back massage, have that communication. And if you can't even talk to somebody or have that communication to where they always, kind of get on the defense, or, just be like, fuck you and your feelings and this and that, what about me? Like, you have to make a conscious decision to say, you know what? Either I'm going to leave and, get with something or somebody that I can grow with together, we're on the same page. That's a beautiful thing. And it's not the fact that you think you're better than anybody. It's not the fact that you think any less of anybody. You just come to a age and a day where you just really don't have the time and energy and patience. When you're upset and you're in a relationship and you get upset, like that takes so much of your time and your energy. Like if you was to really step outside your body and like look into it and like count the time, it's so much that you could have accomplished with the attention and amount of power that you give into trying to figure somebody out. And you for the and you just sitting there like, damn, like why can't this person see like they got it good, and I gotta keep going through this bullshit. And it's like, you don't have to, and the thing about it is they probably don't know, what they're doing wrong. A lot of times people, you think that somebody is just heartless and fucked up. Sometimes they just don't know how to love. They don't know what they need to do. Shit, I'm still learning things as a woman. I had to learn to be vulnerable. I had to learn to let the man lead. I had to learn to like make him feel like a man. I had to learn to just be, I had to learn to just be, quiet sometime and listen and hear what's going on, and seeing, what to do and how to move and not be emotional all the time, and work as like a partnership. Like everything is no, you do you and I'm doing this. I think of everything as a whole, as a partnership. When I get up now and I'm doing what I need to do, he's included. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're involved with somebody, include them in your daily routine, your life, your ways of thinking, and just how you move and stuff. But if y'all keep bumping heads and it's just nothing there, and it gets and it gets tricky because time has already been invested. So much money has been invested. Now, I know your family, I done got close with your kids. Like now you gotta weigh all those options. So it just gets deep, but I just feel that people should really just be honest with themselves, and just start working with yourself and put that time and energy into yourself and find somebody who you can really bang out with, because you'll definitely know if you want to. But then again, I'm thinking like some people I think like drama. Like this is why I should have made another video, but whatever. I just think, and to take it off to a whole nother, I think people like drama. I think people really like and appreciate and being around a lot of negative bullshit, because there's no way possible that you continue to be around or involved with something and somebody that just you don't like. Like, I don't understand. It's like if somebody keep passing gas, right? You're not going to keep standing around them. You're not going to keep coming around because they have a problem with gas and it stinks, right? So it's just like, why would you... It's like, I don't know, like, why? It's like, why you keep throwing yourself into a wall? Or like, why do you, beat your own self with a belt? Like, could you imagine walking past and seeing somebody just taking a belt and just whipping themselves? You're like, are you crazy as hell? And that's what a lot of people are doing in these relationships. And it's like, you done been telling me, now this has been going on, I want to say, for like a good 2 years. The same thing over and over again. And you want to be supportive. I love my cousin to death. You hear me? I love him to death. I just don't want to hear it no more, because it's like, okay, I know how you feel. You know how you feel. This is what it is. This is a cheeseburger. It's not a piece of chicken. It's a cheeseburger. Do you want to eat this cheeseburger? If you don't want to eat this cheeseburger and you know it's going to make you constipated and make you sick, you're going to have to just stop, unfortunately. But I don't want you to keep telling me about a fucking cheeseburger. You told me about the cheeseburger last week. You told me about the cheeseburger the month before. And if it's making you sick, why are you still eating a cheeseburger? I know. It's better said than done. I'm not no better than anybody else. I've stayed in a lot of crazy, but this is like in my 20s, 40s. I know I said this last year. It was my slogan. We are too old. We are getting too old for the bullshit. So I'm going to leave it at that, because like I said, sometimes I'll just start going off on a tangent. I am not trying to, talk about anybody. I'm not trying to play nobody out. I just like to get things off of my mind. And I know some of you feel the same way I feel. But yeah, let's stop. I guess that's the whole thing. Let's stop being upset over just dumb shit. Like, I just don't even be around it. All right, y'all. Over and out.